This baggy pant is given everything it's supposed to give. Can you feel it? It's so free to wear and it's beautiful. It's easy to rock. Look at the waistband, very simple. All right, so you just fold your material, and the wideness should be your hip divided by 4 plus 6 inches extra. You can do 6 to 8 inches extra, depends on how wide you want it, but here I do 6 inches extra. All right, so you come down by half an inch and you mark it on a straight line. Now you minus 1.5 inches and you get your trouser length. So I use 40 and total I have here is 42. All right, still minus that 1.5 inches and you come down by your hip length. Now add 2 inches to your hip length and that becomes your crotch depth. Now I will come down by 21 inches as my new length, and now we are going to take them on a straight line. See, my hip length is 9 inches. Just forget about the 10 inches and mark there, just do your own. All right, hip divided by 4 plus 3 inches extra. You can decide to add 2 inches. It all depends on what you want. So whatever thing I have there, I'm going to take it to this crotch line and also to the waistline. It's elastic waistband we're doing, so you take it on a straight line. So you're going to connect it on a straight line. Now your crotch depth here is your hip divided by 4 plus 2 inches, and that is that 12 inches I used there. So here I'm going to come out by my extension with 2.5 inches, and that 2.5 inches is my hip divided by 16. So you divide your own hip by 16, whatever thing you have there, use it for your crotch extension. Now I'll come in here by half an inch. The waist, I'll come in by half an inch and I'm going to connect it to that crotch depth. Alright, so after connecting it now, okay, you can use your curve rule if you have. The scape, the hip curve rule can go for this, but for me, I'm doing freehand here, so I just connected it. And whatever thing I have here, I'm going to minus half an inch to it till I get to this 21 inches, to that nail line. I'm going to just minus half an inch, just half an inch. Everything I had there was 15 and a half, so I'll just mark 15 here and I'll connect it back. All right, so from there, now I'm going to add half an inch to this flap. That is my sewing allowance. So this half an inch, I'm starting from the line I just mark. From that line I connected, just mark your half an inch from there, half an inch, and then you connect it. That is your sewing allowance, and it's not compulsory, it's actually optional, so you can skip this particular part. So for me, I like putting it so that after joining, I will not reduce my measurement. So from this new to the length now, from this 21 inches, I'm going to put back that 15.5. So here, this is optional as well. You can just decide to use that 15.5 from beginning to the end and mark it on a straight line. But me, I want to have a little bit of will I say freeness at that flap area. I don't want it to look like skirt. You understand? So that is why I remove that half an inch, that place, and I add it back from the nail. So the nail is full. Alright, so this is already half an inch. So you can decide to reduce it to 2.5. It all depends on the allowance you use and join the band. So you cut it out after either reducing it or leaving it like that. You cut it out and now you fold another material and you're going to place the front to it. You make sure you have extra at least 2 inches from the up and at least 3 inches at this side. Now these lines, what you do is to come to this waist and you come out by 2 inches. Now you get it on a straight line, just mark on a straight line like this to touch the crotch depth. So you have to extend this place by 1.5 inches, but what I have here is just 1 inch, so you can do your own 1.5. Can you see? So I don't have enough material in this project I'm doing. I've already used this particular material, so but I want to use it to do this bag so that I can be wearing it. I can be wearing it. You get, there's some dress you sew, you'll be wearing it up and down. So that is why I want to do it. So you connect it, and then you come to this crotch, and you're going to come out by same 2.5 inches you use for the front. Remember, is your hip divided by 16, right? So you then connect it now to the hip. So use your hip. Your hip can be 8 inches length. Your own can be 9. Your own can even be 10 if you're tall. Now I'm going to add 2 inches by this side, and now you add that 2 inches to the full length of this trouser. And I tell you, even if you add 1 inch to it, it will still come out well, because it's big. You understand? So it's already big, so there's nothing to worry about. But just add your 2 inches straight down, and now you cut it out. You cut it out. So for that hip rise, that place I added that 1 inch. I told you you can do 1.5. And if your hip is big, you can even do 2 inches. So you open this side as well. This is the side. Just open it up like this. Now you come down here by 1.5 inches by this side, and you notch it. This is your pocket opening. Now you come down from that place to 7 inches, and you notch it as well. That is where you're going to sew your pockets. And this is my pocket. This is 9 by 9, 9 inches by 9 inches length, 9 inches width by 9 inches length. So now you just place your hand like this is pocket I'm using here, and then you curve it out. Just have at least 1.5 inches at the front there, and let this part be up to that 7 inches that you have on your trouser. If it's not up to that 7 inches, just adjust it to get that 7 inches, because you know that the place you're going to sew it is actually 7 inches, right? So you connect it and then you cut it out. It's very simple. And if you want to use the other type, you can check the other of my video on palazzo. The place I sew palazzo, I use the other pocket. Now you're going to sew this crotch, sew both of them together, and then you're going to join these pockets to them. Now you sew the four palazzo, sorry, the four pockets. You understand? Those four side, now you're going to join all their pockets together, and then you join the crotch. So just sew it. See, just join them like this. See this one, the same thing to the back. And now you're going to place one on top of one so that you can close the trouser. It's very simple. So now arrange it very well. Just take your time and arrange it very very well, and pin it down. You can go ahead and pin it down if you want. And now you're going to use half an inch to close it. Now that half an inch, when you get to the pocket, can you see this is half an inch? Now you corner to the pocket and you take like 0.25, which is quarter. And when you come to this end of pocket again, you go in by that same half an inch and sew it till down. The same thing to the other side. And after closing it, you also close the flap at once, which is the middle. You close it at once with same half an inch. Now you notch this pocket up and down is very very important, and you do the same thing to this other side. Notching that pocket up and down is very very important. And please don't cut the line you sew. Just notch it so that you can relax, and then you close this side with also half an inch. Now you either decide to sew from down, or you sew from the joining this place and sew to this side down, and come back to the joining and sew to the other side down. And when you turn it, this is what you should have. Now this is the leg. Now you're going to fold it. So this is my allowance I added for folding, 2 inches, 2 inches. I will mark it. So I just want to show you the easiest way to fold a trouser. You turn it and you mark the same 2 inches. And now after marking the 2 inches, just connect them on a straight line. Then you go to your ironing table, fold it inside and iron it. After ironing it, you just turn it to the back so that you can match it. So it's very very simple. Just iron it, fold it so that it will get to that line. If you add 1 inch any extra you add for your folding, just iron it. And now you fold half an inch like this inside, and you're going to sew it on top round. Can you see? Just fold half an inch or 0.25, anyone, just fold it inside and sew it round. That is the easiest way to fold trouser. And now you come back to this waist and you're going to measure it round, and anything you have there, you're going to cut it on a straight fabric like this. So this is on fold and it's 2 inches. If I open it, is 4 inches, but fold is 2 inches, and the length is that my waist round plus 1 inch. Now I'm going to join it before placing it here. So you open it like this, and now you're going to join it to this waist round. After joining it to the waist round, you arrange it back, then you match it on top. Now when you're matching it on top, make sure you fold in half an inch. Can you see? Make sure you fold in this half an inch. You can use the iron to iron it, or you just fold it on the sewing machine there. And after sewing it, you're going to match 0.25 round. Just match it round. Now this is your elastic. Now this mark is what will help me to join it later. So that mark, I'm just so that I will know the part that I will use and match it later. So when you're sewing it that time, you make sure you leave at least 1 inch, 2 inches opening where you insert your elastic from. And from there, you're going to insert your elastic. When you insert it finish, you will join it. Now that is when that chalk will help you. Just join it, arrange it very well so that you go and close back this place you join it from. And then you're going to run half an inch round on top of the elastic you just placed. Please, as you're running it, make sure you stretch the elastic. And that will bring us to the end of this tutorial. Thank you very much for stopping by. Please subscribe to my channel. I love you. See you in my next one. Bye.